Welcome everyone to Guided Notes with Mr. Weeb. Today we're looking at adding and subtracting fractions with the same denominator. The goal is for you to be able to say, I can add and subtract fractions with the same denominator. Make sure that you have your pencil ready to go, writing things down as I do in the blanks, well maybe more neatly than I do. You've got your pencil ready, you've got your earbuds in if you're listening in a crowded place, and let's get started. First, we have a couple of key terms to get to, and the first one is the denominator. The denominator is the number below the bar in a fraction, which tells the number of equal parts in the whole. For example, the denominator of 3/4 is 4, which means that the whole is divided into 4 equal parts. Then there's the numerator, the number above the bar in a fraction. It's the number above the bar in a fraction, which tells the number of equal parts that the fraction describes. For example, the numerator of 3/4 is 3. That's the numerator right there, which means that 3 out of 4 equal parts are being described. Next, let's talk about this picture right here. So this picture doesn't show anything yet, but we're going to color it in. So we're going to put a couple of dots over here, and we'll put 3 dots over in these spots. And now it's showing that 2/8, that's what we have right there, plus 3/8, because it's 3 out of 8, 3 out of the 8 blocks are colored in, and in total we have 5/8, 5 out of 8 blocks are colored in. So it also shows, we can have an addition sentence, but we can also have a subtraction sentence. It also shows that 8 out of 8, and if we subtract 3/8, we're going to be left with 5/8, right? If we start with a total of 8, right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we take 3 of them away, we take these 3 away, then we're left with these 5 colored in. Okay, let's go to the next page where it says adding and subtracting with a number line. So in this picture you can see that 2/5, that's what we have in red, plus 2/5, which is in blue, will give us 4/5 total. But you can also see that 5/5 take away 1/5 is going to leave us with 4/5, right? If we start at 5/5 and we take one of those fifths away, we're going to end up at 4/5. So just like 1 plus 1 is 2 and 2 minus 1 is 1, you can do the same thing with fractions. Let's move on to the next. The next page says fractions as units. You can think of a fraction as copies of a unit based on the denominator. For example, 3/5 is 3 units of 1/5, right? It's kind of like saying 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5. It's 3 1/5s. When you add fractions with the same denominator, it is helpful to think of the units. So let's write same right here. For example, you might think of 3/10 and 4/10 like this. 3/10 and 4/10 is 7/10, just as 3 bananas and 4 bananas is 7 bananas, or 3 nickels and 4 nickels is 7 nickels. Finally, let's look at the idea of fractions as units when it comes to subtraction. When you subtract fractions with the same denominator, it might also be helpful to think of the units. So let's write down units here. For example, you might think of 5/6, and here I'll draw in 5/6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6, minus 1/6 as taking away, right? You take away that, you can just take away that 1/6, and what are you left with? Well, you're left with these 4/6. So let's write in 4/6. sixths. Or you could think of 5/6 minus 1/6 as what to add to 1/6 to get to 5/6. And the answer is 4/6, but let me show you why that is. Another way that you can rewrite this expression, 5/6 minus 1/6, is you could say 1/6. Let's draw that in here. Here's 1/6. What would we need to add? We would need to add something. We would need to add something to get to 5/6. What would that thing be? Well, all we need to do is go 1. We already have 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6. There we go. How much did we just add? Well, we went 1/6. We added 4/6, and we got to 5/6. And that is the same exact thing as writing 5/6 minus 1/6 equals 4/6. And that's your answer right there. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.